Hi guys, welcome back. So now you are quite comfortable with the product management, the concept, and some of the initial things which you need to do, for example, competition analysis, SWOT analysis, and other market related and customer research related activities. Now we are going to take this course to the next level where you will get to know how exactly product managers work in a real world. You will learn and see how they work in all these companies from startups to big tech giants. I'm going to use Atlassian, which is the maker of JIRA and Confluence. JIRA is probably one of the most common tool. In fact, if you have worked in any technology firm or IT division of any non-tech company, you are probably already aware of JIRA. It's a popular tool for software development projects. It is used to track user stories, issues, your work in general. Now, you may or may not have heard about Confluence. So, Jira is essentially a project management tool which will help you in tracking and managing the work in the implementation phase. Whereas Confluence is essentially, you can call it a product management or document management tool. Not only product managers use it for their needs, but a lot of time different companies use it to create all sorts of documents, sharing it with their teams, managing it, so on and so forth. But we will be focusing on the product management side of it. So combined together, these tools will give you an end-to-end overview of how a product manager works in a real world. In fact, I will also show you how you can use Confluence to do competition analysis, SWOT analysis, brainstorming ideas, and everything which a product manager should do usually. So you'll get all the things you need with this tool. So in this lecture, we are going to just go through the tool itself, go through Confluence and Jira, so that when we start working on it, you will be able to understand where I am and how you can navigate to that page. And don't worry, you can also sign up to Jira and Confluence. So you can Google Jira or Bing Jira and you'll get the link. Simply click on it. It will open the default landing page. You can click on get it free. So you don't have to add any credit card or any payment information. For up to 10 users, it's free. And when you land on this page, simply select Confluence. So we have Jira Service Management also, which we don't need. We'll simply use Confluence. And now if you click on next, it will take you to the sign up page. At this page, the sign up page, your screen could be slightly different. So if it presents a default sign up form, then it will have something like your email ID, name, and the password. I have already registered, so this view could be a bit different, but don't worry. Even if it presents you something different, it would only be your email, name, and password. So I will just use my Google ID to register. So I will use continue with Google. So it will ask you to enter a site name. Now you don't have to have a website to enter here. You can enter anything you like. So I have already created my ID here. I'm already registered. So I will just enter something dummy to show you how to navigate and go through these pages so that your settings and my settings are same and our navigation and UI, everything is same. Because based on different settings, you could have different setup, different screens, and that could confuse you. So that's why I'm just taking you through the journey. I have already registered. So here I'm just entering dummy, but you can enter your name, or if you have any other website which you want to use, feel free to use that. So now I will do this. So this is the page where, depending upon your domain, what you intend to do with it, you need to use an option. Now, as we are into software development, we are going to use software development, and our role is product manager. So we will use product manager role. So at this stage, it could take some time to set up it, and then it will take you to this page where you can invite other people, or you can simply click on continue. Now it's better if you fill this form because Jira can optimize the experience based on what you select here. So let's say I'm new to JIRA. My team is new to JIRA. We spend our time working on features. We have a tight schedule. And this is the page where it will recommend you to select Scrum. If you want, you can change it, but I have used Scrum. So please, you should also select Scrum so that your view and my view is same. So let's use this. Let's call it dummy project, but you can call it product management or anything. Let's say call product management. Key, it will automatically select. Now if I click on create, it will create a project for me. And don't worry, you can create n number of projects after you have completed your sign up process just by going to your project screen. So if I go here, it will list down all the projects. I can click on create a project to create new projects, or I can simply use this navigation, which is create a project, and I can select any option here to create a project. For example, if I select this, select next gen, and let's do prod 1 and create a project here. It will create a project for me. And if you click on this icon here, you can toggle between JIRA and Confluence. So we will start with Confluence. This is where we will work as a product manager. We will create our product requirements, roadmap, and so on. Let's jump to JIRA and go through its navigation, and then we will come back to Confluence. So click on this icon, select JIRA. In projects, it will display the list of all the projects you currently own. But if I go to this option here, the first project, you will see that I do not have a product roadmap option here. And there are a few more differences in the options we have in the left-hand navigation. If we were to compare it with this project. So here we have roadmap, backlog, board, and other options which are different than this option. So here we have backlog, active sprints, issues, components, and other things. So by default, if you do not have the roadmap or these differences are there, then you have to create a new project, because we will not be using this option. We will be using this project where we have these options, because this is the new feature. Essentially, when you try to create a project in JIRA, it will give you two options, classic and next gen. So classic is essentially the older version. So sometimes by default, when you sign up, it will create projects in classic project format. So you will have these options like roadmap, but you will have to buy the plugin, some application from the marketplace. We are not going to use this option. We will use next gen project template, which will give us all these options. So if you do not have roadmaps, simply select this option and come to this page. Here, if you want, you can also change the template to Kanban or continue with Scrum. We will select Scrum here. So if you select Scrum and then name the project, it will automatically fill in the key for you, and then you can create the project. So I just wanted to highlight this option so that when I'm working in this project, and if there are differences in the navigation menus, you shouldn't get confused. So make sure that you create a next gen software project, and you can confirm the template just by looking at this subtitle here. So if you do not have these options, you can simply look at the subtitle here and it will show the classic software project there. And if that's what you are getting here, and if by default it has created classic software project, you should create a next gen software project. All right, so this is about the differences. Now, once you have created this, you will have these menu options in the left hand menu. So first option is your roadmap, and you will have these links here like learn more. So I will recommend you to go through these learn more links, because that page will have a lot of good information. So you can refer to that later if you have any doubt or if you need more information. Now I will just click on these. Next, then we have backlog. So anything and everything which you add in your backlog will be displayed here, and you can filter them based on the epic or stories. So right now we do not have any epic or stories, so nothing is appearing here. And this create issue, now in some system they address issues as defects. So if you're coming from a different background, if you have used some other tool, then don't get confused. In JIRA, issue is a common terminology which is used. So if I click on issue, and then I will have this option here. So I can create task or bug. Board is again the board view where you can track the progress of your different user stories. So once you are in planning and implementation mode, it will show all the user stories in the respective buckets. So if something is unplanned, which is part of your backlog, it will be displayed in to do. All the in progress user stories will be displayed here, and done will be displayed here. If you are using Bitbucket or GitHub and other tools for handling your code like Bitbucket, GitHub, GitLab, you can connect to your project space using this interface. So essentially you have one place to track everything, and those will be displayed here. And then you have pages which you can use to integrate your project with your Confluence documents. So Confluence is used for product management, like creating your product requirements. You can directly integrate it with this page. Create product management documents in Confluence, and we will have option to tag them or pull them here. So for example, if I go here, you will see that I'm getting this project from my Confluence ID. So if I go to Confluence, you will see that I have this project here. So this project here is called product management, and the same project is displayed in this section here. So I can tag or rather connect to that page here. Add item is essentially to add links. So you can add links to your project. So for example, if you have a website, you can add it here. If you have a GitHub repository, you can add it here. So all those things can be added here. So now you have project settings, and there are a lot of settings which you can use to customize your project. So we will cover these things in the next lecture. Thank you.